Hey, right, it's Wednesday, and continuing from the Gospel of Luke, I'll just give a short little phrase here. And Jesus said to his disciples, "Be sure of this, if the master of the house had known the hour when the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be prepared, for an hour you do not expect, so the Son of Man will come." Now I'm going to date myself. This is way back in 1973. It's a long time, isn't it? It doesn't seem that long, but it is. I was what you call a novitiate. Now, I graduated high school and before college. It was a year of, what do you call it, spiritual training and teaching. Anyway, during that year we had what we call a brother assistant. Brother means he was in vows. His name was Brother Hedaman. And he kind of looked after us and stayed with us in recreation and teaching. You know, he was a brother assistant. And it was June, late June, and he was going on retreat. That time to go on for a week retreat. He began on Sunday evening and to the following Saturday. And he asked our novice master, the priest in charge, Father Ted, if he'd be, hey, would he allow him to head down to New York on a Friday? He has a brother who was married, living there in New York and Brooklyn. He'd like to spend a day or two with his brother before going on retreat. And Father said, sure, go ahead. And so he did. Got down there Friday, whatever he did on Friday evening, probably dinner with his brother and his sister-in-law. Then he woke up Saturday morning, and before breakfast he said he'd go for a bike ride. And so he went for a bike ride, and I'm not sure if it rained the night before or the streets were wet, but as riding the bike, and this was before people wore helmets, he fell off the bike and head on the concrete, went into coma, and after, I think, less than a week, he passed away. And I said it was back in 1973, and I still remember that, imagine. You know, everything looked bright and rosy, go on retreat that Sunday, nice little break, get prayed up, spiritual renewal, got to spend time with seeing his brother, and just go for a bike ride just before breakfast. He had no idea, no one does that, you know. It's just like that, it can happen. It can happen to any of us. We don't think that way, probably better that we don't, because we would be too anxious to go anywhere. Imagine, we'd be all frozen in fear, but you know, every day people die in car crashes, and I don't want to be, you know, scare anybody, be pessimistic, but we just assume that it's not going to be me, it's not going to be you. It may very well be, and I hope it isn't, though. I hope we lived a long, long life. But just know things happen out of our control. Again, this is not to live in fear, but that Jesus says, you be ready. Be ready. Don't think, well, I'll take care of my spiritual life when I get older. You know, right now I'm young, or whatever it may be, I'm going to live my life. No, you start right now. Because our life can end in a blink of an eye. We don't live in fear, but we make sure that we live each day the best that we can. God bless you.